channel. Welcome back to Garage Reviews. I am Raghav Gupta and welcome to one of the most exciting videos that Garage Reviews has ever shot. Because today I'm going to be taking you through a tour of the Aston Martin Panchkula event that is happening at SBA Premium Motor Garage. They are the hosts for this whole event and they have with them the new Aston Martin DBX and also a very special car. Now, rumor has it that there are only two of these cars in India. Now, that's a rumor. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but you guys will very shortly know which car this actually is. If you are following me on Instagram, I think you already know which car this is because I post some really cool pictures and stories on my Instagram as daily updates. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I will put a link to that in the description down below. Go do that because my followers already know which car this is. Yet, if you're watching on YouTube, you will get to know in a very short while. So first off, we have the Aston Martin DBX, the biggest, the largest car that Aston Martin has ever created, which means that everything used in this car is also the largest. For example, the Aston Martin logo in the car, one of the largest Aston Martin logos that they've ever used. Similarly, the grille, the biggest grille ever used in an Aston Martin, well, it's in the DBX. Everything in this car is just enlarged. And one thing about the DBX, not just the DBX but Aston Martins in general, is that they never do any kind of fakery. Every single vent in this car, every single X-take, for example over here, down below over here, the grille, the vents down there, everything is real. No fake exhaust, no fake vents, not even fake material. For example, there are many cars in the car industry which use fake carbon fibers. Either it's a fake carbon fiber wrap or maybe it's a fake carbon fiber in terms of plastic. But Aston Martin never ever does that. Every single piece that should be carbon fiber is carbon fiber. It's not a fake material. Enough about Aston Martin in general. Let's talk about the DBX. First off, one thing that I absolutely love about this car are the alloy wheels. 22-inch, absolutely crazy looking alloy wheels, which gives this car a thriller look. In my personal opinion, looks very good and seriously gives this car a good vibe. Now, moving to the side skirt in this car, the side profile, you can see we don't have any kind of running board. Most other manufacturers do give a running board, but not Aston Martin. Not just the DBX, but every Aston Martin would never come with a running board because Aston Martin thinks that running boards are responsible for getting dirty, and then also when a passenger comes out of the car or gets inside the car, the dirty running board could actually get dirt on the clothes of the owner of the car as well. That's why Aston Martin never gives any kind of running board on their cars. That is absolutely crazy. But what's even crazier is the rear design of this car. The duck tail style, the way that they've made this car looks so crazy. For example, if you see around the exhaust tips of this car, you can see we have this hexagonal structure which looks so crazy, along with this whole tail light bar that goes along the whole car, along with the Aston Martin logo and actual Aston Martin written beneath it. Everything in this car just fits in so well and looks absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's move on inside, where it gets even better. If you see the tan and the black inserts of this car, the dual tone vibe that they've given inside the car, it's so gorgeous. And seriously, I personally think that interiors hampers the driving experience a lot, and Aston Martin knows that, and they've given a beautiful interior with a beautiful car. So for example, if we start with the steering wheel of the car, alongside the whole interior, the steering wheel also has a dual tone finish with the tan and the black inserts outside, and the quality of material, I mean, let's not even talk about that because it's an Aston Martin. Everything is draped in leather and has a piano finish or has a metallic finish, which is just gorgeous. And the fit and finish of everything feels so much more luxurious than any other car on the road. So without any further ado, let's start up the car. All I need to do is press on the brake and then press this button and the car should start right up. But as soon as the car starts up, you can see how everything has been laid out in the car. We have first of all the drive selector in the car, that is the gear selector, in which we have P, R, N, D, and then the start stop button over here. Just below that we have the infotainment display in this car, along with the AC vents, which are abnormally given over here. In almost every other car, you actually see it given on the dashboard, but they've actually given it in the center console stack, which is unique to Aston Martins. But then we have the AC controls over here, along with all the functionality buttons given over here. For example, driving modes, the hill assist in this car, the air suspension control in the car, the cameras, all the sensors, everything has been given right over here alongside the driver for any kind of help. Even the steering wheel in this car has a lot of buttons, because the instrument cluster in this car, that actually is a complete display, which means it is highly configurable and everything can be done through these buttons. Even the rear seats of this car are just as luxurious as the front. We have the same seat materials back over here, a 3-zone climate control because we have rear AC vents, and then interior lighting as well, which just gives this cabin a much more luxurious vibe. Everything about the DBX is at par with its other luxury competitors. But the DBX is not just a luxury SUV, it's also a performance SUV, which means once you open the hood in this car, you will see a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, which provides this car with ample amount of power. This car is capable of going on track to provide you with staggering numbers, but also because of how this car is built, because of the suspension setup, because of how this car was completely engineered, this car is capable of taking any kind of long road trip, be it going on track or going on a long road trip in the mountains where the roads may not be always at par with everywhere else. And with a bigger engine also comes a throatier and a much better exhaust note, which we will listen to right now. Now that was a small little overview of the Aston Martin DBX. Again, we're not going to go in too much detail with this car because after all, it is an event for unveiling the car, and we also have one other special car that we need to unveil in this event. So we have to talk about that as well. And just on cue, well, let's do that. So let's talk about the AMR, what the difference is between the AMR and the normal DB11. First off, we're going to talk about the cosmetic changes, and then we'll move on to the performance and interior. So first off, let's start with the front of the car, where you can see we have this grille. We have a blacked out different style of grille in the DB11 AMR, and in the normal DB11 you can get this grille, but it is as an option, not as standard. In the AMR you get it as standard. Moving on top, you can see we have 4 extracts in this car for the hood for cooling down the beautiful V12 engine in this car, finished in carbon fiber, not only over here but on this portion of the car as well. And as we are over here, we can also talk about the wheels of this car, which are actually forged magnesium wheels, and this is something that is specific to the AMR variants of the DB11. The normal car does not get magnesium wheels, nor does it get this type of design. Now, a few things about this car that I actually really like is the way that they've made each and every vent in this car. For example, if you see over here, we have a functional wheel well vent in this car which exits over here. Now, one cool thing about this vent as well is that if you include the wheel well with it, it's in the shape of a turbo, and that's just seriously a very cool thing to look at. But anyways, how this vent actually works is that all the air turbulence that comes along with the wheel well is exited through these vents over here, and the air actually comes out from here, which thrusts the car even further. Similarly, we also have vents in the back of this car, if you see, exiting over here. And where these vents actually come from, let me show you that. So if you see, the vents actually come from here, which then join into the boot of the car and then exit from the front portion over here. Now what that does is provide actual downforce to the car while the car is moving, which means that the faster the car moves, the more air comes in through that vent and exits from here, giving even more downforce to the car, which is just crazy engineering, and I love that about the AMR. Now let's move on to the interior in this car, but before that I actually want to talk about the doors of this car. First of all, you have to open it in this fashion. Put your finger over here, this portion pops out, and then you can open the door like this. But then the way the door opens is actually a little bit upwards. If you see over here, you can see the distance between the floor and the door over here, and the distance between the floor and the door over there is greater. And this is something that is unique to Aston Martins, because the doors open in slightly an upward fashion, which is one characteristic that I wish my car had as well. But anyways, one other feature of the doors of the car is that you can actually keep the doors anywhere you want. In normal cars, there are actually two stages in which the doors can open, but not in the Aston Martins. You can keep the door in at any level and the door will stay put without moving anywhere, which I think is absolutely amazing. And once we are inside the car, if we talk about the changes back over here, you can see first off, we have an Alcantara steering wheel in this car with leather inserts around the bottom and the top of the steering wheel. Now this is something that is specific to the AMR variants. In the normal DB11 you can get leather inserts but not Alcantara. Similarly for the seats as well, if you see over here, we have Alcantara inserts on the seats of the car. This is something you get in the AMR but not in the DB11. Something else that the AMR is fitted with is a carbon fiber overload. You can see we have carbon fiber on the doors of the car, on the center console of the car. Over on this area as well, you can see we have a carbon fiber overload. Once again, available in the AMR but not in the DB11. And then we come to one of the most important and I guess one of the most crucial factors of the DB11 AMR, which has to do with the engine bay. First of all, opening this car's engine bay is something different because you open it in the backwards direction, which means it opens this way and not like any other traditional car. But once you do open it, you can see the glorious 5.2 liter V12 twin turbocharged engine, which by the way is handcrafted. Not just the engine but the whole car. Every single Aston Martin is completely hand built, from the exterior to the interior to the engine. Everything is hand built. But anyways, coming to the major difference, which is the engine. In the AMR you get a 5.2 liter V12 engine, which is in this car, but in the normal DB11 you get a V8 engine and not a V12. That is the most major and the biggest difference between an AMR and a normal DB11. What also affects the performance of the car has to do with the suspension of the car, which you can see over here. This suspension is a little bit more stiffer than what you get in the normal DB11, which means much better performance on track and a lot better handling than the normal car. Also, one bonus little thing about the engine bay of not just the AMR but the DB11 as well, we have a soft close hood in the car. That's right, we've heard of soft close doors and stuff, but a soft close hood is completely different, which means that theoretically you should be able to put down the hood in this car slowly and then the motors would close the hood for you. This is crazy. Now that was just a small little overview of the DB11 AMR. This by far was not a complete review of the car, which may be coming to the channel in a very short while. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I suggest you do that right now, because not just the review, but I will be posting a lot more short videos in the form of YouTube shorts on this channel regarding this DB11 AMR. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I suggest you do that right now, because a lot of content is coming your way. And speaking of more content, this event is not just related to just these two cars. We have a lot more cars coming to this event, which means that the video is not yet over. We have a lot more to cover, so stay tuned. A lot of the supercars actually have arrived. So if you see just behind us, we have a 718 Boxster, an absolutely amazing car. And one thing really cool about this car is that the owner of the car took delivery of it just 2 weeks back. So this car is brand spanking new. And then we have the Mustang right behind it, which all of you know is one of the best spec Mustangs that has been on the channel quite a few times actually. We did a shoot for this car as well. Really nice spec. The owner has some good taste in terms of personalization of the car. And then we also have the Audi S5, which is really cool because we have the AWE tuning track edition exhaust on the car, which sounds mesmerizing, along with the piggyback tune. But that's not all. We actually are expecting a lot more cars to come. We have sent the invites to them, so we'll have to see which cars actually do make up over here. But definitely, if they do come here, it is going to be one heck of an event. So let's see if they make it, because if they do, I definitely will be covering for you guys.
Few moments later.
And the surprises just do not stop. Like I told you, we are expecting more cars, and we have a Rolls-Royce Ghost. This is crazy. I mean, this is what defines luxury. The spirit of ecstasy in this car is actually diamond studded. That's right, diamond studded spirit of ecstasy with 60 written down there, because this spirit of ecstasy has 60 lakh worth of diamonds within it. And moving down below, we have a 24 karat gold plated grille in this car, which are a few little things that the car has been fitted with. And that is the level of luxury that a Rolls-Royce can provide you with, and the owner of this car has taken advantage of it because of the way he has spec'd the car. Absolutely crazy. And right behind the Rolls-Royce, we have the Skoda VRS. This is actually a stage 1 car, which means it produces around about 300 horsepower compared to the 245 horsepower which it is supposed to produce as a stock car. This beautiful navy dark blue color looks amazing on the car and seriously gives this car a great appeal. And as long as we are talking about cars, we also have another car joining us in a few moments, and that is the Jeep Wrangler. And so we have the Jeep Wrangler. This, fun fact, is the exact same car that I reviewed on this channel as well. As soon as I reviewed it, I think 1 or 2 days later, that very car was sold, and this is that exact car. The owner has done a few changes from factory, that is changing the alloy wheels and a few other things. But this is actually the exact car that I reviewed for the channel, and I'll link the video down below if you want to see it. But this is a crazy coincidence that I got to see the car that I reviewed. Not only that, but got to see it at an Aston Martin event, which makes it even crazier. On that crazy note, I think it's time to end this video. This has been one epic event hosted by SVA Premium Motor Garage and Supercars Punjab and Haryana. A very special thanks to those guys. Thank you for inviting me to this event. It was a very successful event. Had a lot of fun. And stay tuned on the channel, because I am bringing out a lot more content just for you guys in the coming days. So don't forget to subscribe. But anyways, that's all for this video, guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite part about the cars present at today's event. Share this video as much as you can, and a subscribe to the channel would be absolutely amazing, because it gives me so much more motivation to create more such content just like this for you guys. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.